Hello everybody, welcome to Let's Talk Football, where we talk on everything exclusively football. We talk about the latest transfer news, gossip, rumor mills and speculations. We look into the transfer market and what is happening. I am your host, Fabes, and it brings me great joy to bring you on this episode of transfer news and gossips and speculations. Now there's been a rebranding so far due to popular demand. A lot of fans and viewers alike of this channel have suggested I talk extensively on football and not just related to Chelsea. Well, as you all know, I'm a Chelsea fan, but I'm going to be doing a whole lot of good to be covering your favorite teams and my favorite teams, and we're going to be looking on a wider range of topic. All right, now let's get to it. Isak to Liverpool. For a while now, it's been on the news. It is an open secret that Isak wants to join Liverpool. He feels like he might be able to win the major trophies like the Premier League, the Champions League with Liverpool. It presents Liverpool with an opportunity to be able to strengthen their squad. We thought that even after the signing of Hugo Ekitike, probably maybe the fee involved in the Isak deal might be too much for them to be able to garner or put together. But it seems that on the financial fair play point of view, Liverpool are looking really decent, and they are looking really good. And so it begs the question: will Newcastle sell Isak to Liverpool? That's the big question on everybody's lips, because according to reports, Newcastle would like to get a replacement, because it is mind-blowing and it's going to blow everybody's mind if they sell to Liverpool and they don't get a replacement. So I'm probably thinking they're going to sign a replacement first before there's any chance of selling Isak to Liverpool. And the funny thing is, there are no guarantees. Fabrizio Romano has just reported today that Newcastle has just rejected a £120 million bid from Liverpool for Isak, a £60 million bid up front and a £60 million payment next year. And in add-ons included, it's a £120 million deal. But it has been rejected by Newcastle so far. And I know Liverpool will keep on pushing and try and force Newcastle's hand. Now, the only advantage Liverpool have on this deal is the fact that Isak wants to join. Player terms has been agreed. Reports are speculating that contract terms on player side has been agreed. So it's a one-step advantage for Liverpool, and they can keep on pushing. Now, there is a triangle, because Newcastle are hoping to sign sesko, as a replacement for an outgoing Isak in case they have to let Isak leave. Now, reports are suggesting, I was reading Ben Jacobs today, and Ben Jacobs said Man United are the front runners for Benjamin Sesko. Now, this could hamper a lot of Newcastle United's plans for a striker. Sesko is the preferred choice for them, but it looks like Man United are the front runners, and Sesko is willing to sign for United even without Champions League football. So it's going to make the Isak to Liverpool deal a whole lot harder and difficult. Will they turn to Chelsea and sign Nicholas Jackson? You just never know. And so I just feel like it's exciting times for the transfer market, because a lot is going on. A lot of behind the scenes deals. I feel like a lot of surprises, are really going to come up in the next week or so. And then we move on. Alejandro Garnacho, the superstar winger for Manchester United, as Fabrizio has also reported, has his heart set on a move to Chelsea. And it is being reported that Garnacho has his heart set on a move to Chelsea since January, as he wants to stay in the Premier League, he wants to compete for titles, and he dreams of playing for Chelsea. Now, just like I said in my last video, a lot of Chelsea fans, probably including myself from times past, have been wondering, probably because of the temperament of Garnacho, his off-the-field antics and stuff like that, if he's going to disrupt the dressing room, if he's going to hamper the mood of the dressing room. But so far, it looks like a lot of our scouts have been able to do a lot of background check on him to be able to decide that this is a good enough buy to have within the squad. considering the fact that we're also looking to sign Xavi Simons. It has also been reported by Fabrizio that there's good relationship that exists between Chelsea and RB Leipzig, and a deal is certainly probably close to completion. Just a few details to iron out, in terms of the agreed fee, the structure of the add-ons, and hopefully it's not actually a matter if we're signing Xavi Simons or Alejandro Garnacho, but it is a matter of us signing both. Exciting times for Chelsea fans. I could not even be more happy. Jorel Hato has signed has signed his contract. Hopefully today he's going to do his medical. 7-year deal, contract in 2032. Can play as a left back, can play left centre back. Versatile. He's quick. He's aggressive. Has a lot of pace. Has a lot of experience for his age. He's only 19. But he has made over 100 appearances for Ajax. Ajax, youngest ever captain in the history of the club. So I feel like there's a lot of things to be excited about. Now, I've said it before, and I'm still going to say it again. This is going to be the most competitive Premier League season ever. It is unlike anything we've seen before. And what makes me say that is the fact that when it comes to the top dogs, and I'm simply talking about the Uniteds, the Chelseas, the Arsenals, the Cities, there's hardly been any scenario in this transfer window where they've been competing for the same player. To be very honest, it's been hardly any situation like that where they've been competing for one particular player. So everybody is getting their target man. Arsenal are just signed their 110-man goal chorus. They're looking on to sign Eberechi Eze. I saw a report from Sun Sports saying that the release clause for Eberechi Eze, the £68 million, expires today. I don't know how true that is, but if it is true, Arsenal might actually really want to pay up, because if it actually does expire, Crystal Palace are confident enough to be able to hold this here and say, oh, now we want 80 million, now we want 90 million. So it's up to Arsenal. I just feel it's going to be competitive. Spurs, on the other hand, they're looking to sign João Panhinha from Bayern Munich. It was actually quite one of my favorite defensive midfielders in the Premier League, especially when he was playing for Fulham. Was always top of the chart when it comes to tackles, when it comes to interceptions. I just wondered why it actually really did not work out at Bayern Munich. And so it's going to be back in the Premier League. I feel like it's going to be a decent enough signing for Spurs. And so that is all for now that I'll be looking. Keep your eyes peeled. I think I'm going to be recording even more videos, more content. There are a lot of transfer stories that are still flying around that are waiting confirmation. So please keep your eyes peeled, stay glued on the channel. Please do not fail to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Alright, until I come your way next time, I remain your host, Fapes. Bye bye. Peace. Bye.